Good afternoon, everyone. First and foremost, I want to congratulate each and every one of you for your hard work and for graduating today. To all the families and friends here, thank you for supporting us and for making our dreams come alive. My name is Tina Aswani-Omprakash. It is with great honor today to be your student speaker at commencement. I remember applying to this program with great excitement, yet trepidation 4 years ago. You see, I had come out of a life-threatening case of inflammatory bowel disease, also known as Crohn's disease and ulcerative colitis. My struggle with Crohn's disease had derailed my Wall Street career. It had halted my prospects for further education in my 20s. Crohn's had taken from me life as I had known it, when my life was just supposed to be beginning. And most of all, it had taken my father's life when I was just a child. Over a 7-year period, I had had 20 surgeries with no medications working. My existence had become a perpetual case of living between doctor's appointments and volunteering between health crises. As helpless as I had felt, I decided I needed to consider other options and joined a clinical trial, which finally got my Crohn's into remission several months later. It was a miracle, but I didn't know how to rebuild my life or my career. I tried to go back to my finance career, but it didn't light that spark in me anymore. My experience as a frequent flyer on the colorectal surgery floor created a thirst for something more. It took a lot of introspection to figure out what that was, whether it was social work or public health or what have you. I finally mustered up the courage to apply to Mount Sinai as a certificate of public health student, thinking I would try to get a glimpse of what a career in public health might look like. After a semester, fortunately, Dr. Barbara Warren and the program administrators convinced me that I needed to pursue a full-blown MPH. Around the same time, I had taken up patient advocacy work with the support of my husband, Anand, and dove in headfirst, sharing my Crohn's and ostomy journey, something I had kept a secret for 12 years at that point. It was a difficult coming out story, as mine was a journey mired in cultural stigma towards Western medicine and towards life-saving ostomy surgery. Talking about bowels, talking about a bag on my abdomen wasn't exactly becoming. Many not only did not want to hear about it, but it was also something that brought disgrace upon my family. Nevertheless, I felt that this was something that had to be shared, that had to be destigmatized, because I didn't want anyone else suffering in shame or in silence like my father and I had for so many years. IBD was also exploding in the South Asian community, and I knew it from the tremendous response to my blog, Own Your Crohn's, that this could no longer just be a Western disease. I heard from people from all walks of life, Latin America, Africa, Asia, the LGBTQ population, etc., that this disease was wreaking havoc on their lives and their families. And I knew then that I was destined to pursue public health. As my patient advocacy work took off, Mount Sinai's MPH program allowed me to learn the ins and outs of research, qualitative and quantitative. And I was able to lead a qualitative research project as an independent study to understand diverse patient experiences and broader mental health challenges with this disease. In more recent times, I formed an alliance with a number of GI physicians and with patient advocates who I trained myself to create the nonprofit organization called South Asian IBD Alliance, SAIA. This time I mustered up the courage to lead a global effort to help understand phenotypes of disease better by race and ethnicity. My culminating experience involved me learning to conduct a needs assessment and literature review looking at the unmet needs in the South Asian IBD community. The goal was to write a grant to help fund a major professional educational event emphasizing cultural competence in a community that historically never had IBD, but now does. Dr. Kristen Oliver's feedback was so critical here because as a team of South Asians reviewing the content, We thought certain cultural aspects and stigmas might be self-explanatory, but they were not. And I quickly learned from her and from Dr. Cappy Collins that I needed to explain certain cultural stigmas in greater detail to make a case for a successful grant. We were able to raise $350,000 with that grant to host a first-of-its-kind health equity educational event at the largest GI conference in the world just last month. More recently, I started working at Mount Sinai's Division of Gastroenterology, where Crohn's was named and discovered, in clinical research involving wearable devices. We have designed and just launched a study to look at drug response and predict flare-ups of disease via various autonomic and parasympathetic nervous system fluctuations. Let's just say I had never imagined little old me sitting on the colorectal surgery floor, fighting for my life, to now be pushing the needle on any research, let alone research for Crohn's disease at the institution where Crohn's was named and discovered, and where my father, God bless his soul, passed away when he was my age. I am here today telling you this journey because even though it hasn't been an easy one for me, I wouldn't have had it any other way. I have often felt ashamed going back to school in my late 30s and have taken 4 years to finish my MPH due to a major surgery I needed to have in between. But here I am, nearly 40 years old, restarting my life and telling you that you all can make a difference too. You too can take your MPH degrees and create meaningful careers out of them. Never let illness or age or any setbacks in your life hold you back from achieving your dreams and pursuing the change you wish to see in this world. To the class of 2023, God bless each and every one of you. May you all achieve every single success you have ever dreamed of. Thank you to my husband, Anand, my in-laws for being here today, my mother, and to Mount Sinai.